Morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you all. So let's get into it really quick here. So Bitcoin obviously has dropped in the last couple of hours, or at least last day and a half. We're going to look into see what's causing it and where the support is, and then we're also going to talk about Wells Fargo offering their high net worth clients Bitcoin. So let's get into the charts. So if we're looking at Bitcoin here on the 4-hour chart, we see a drop to, what was it, the low was around 37,700, and then it has rebounded a little bit. So if we look at the sticks here, you can see the line graph here that I kind of drew just to see if we're going up, if we're going down. And this was back on July 21st or July 26th, and we've had still going up based on the chart. And the RSI has been going down, which leads me to think that we're oversold and that we're going to probably bounce from this area going back up. So we may have just a little bit of a accumulation period here in the last couple of days where we've dropped from the high of 42,500 roughly. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin. Dogecoin is kind of flat since the 26th of July. Where it was, but the RSI is going down, which is a good sign. So I think might be oversold on the 4-hour chart as well. Stellar, if we go back to the 26th here, let me see here, 26th, there it is. So we're actually up from the 26th, and the RSI is slightly down from the 26th. Good sign again. Litecoin obviously has increased from the 26th nicely. If we look at it from here all the way up to here, so we were at $129 and now we're at $137. Same thing with the RSI, we were at 52, now we're at 39, so it looks like it's oversold again, or it's getting to be oversold on the 4-hour chart. Cardano, from the 26th, same thing, we were at 122, we're at 127, so we're still up. But however, on the RSI, I mean, we're just slightly lower than we were. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Ethereum has had a nice run up from 26. We were at 21.49, and now we're at 24.96 roughly here. We had a nice run up. I mean, you can see it here just in the graph. But the RSI has pretty much stayed level, which is surprising, which I think is also a good sign, since it's, you know, we've gone up in price, but the RSI has stayed pretty much where it's at over the last 2 weeks or so. So that gives us more legs in the short term to run up a little bit higher. So I think Ethereum will go up higher from here. Hive, I spoke about Hive on Saturday and yesterday a little bit. Hive Blockchain, they had a nice run up yesterday a little bit. They almost crossed. They got to 288 on the price for the high for the day yesterday, and then came back down a little bit. They're trading a little bit lower right now because Bitcoin and Ethereum are down in the last 12 hours, so that's expected. Hive obviously kind of travels the same path as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Coinbase has been trading in this kind of pattern here between, what is it, 216 and 259. No real clear sign of where it's going. I think they were waiting out, or at least the investors are waiting to see what the reports are going to be in the coming quarters to see how they are doing profit-wise. All right, let's get into the news here really quick. So the first story is Bitcoin price dips below 38K, which with bullish traders eyeing a new higher low next. The hunt to establish a firm support higher up the 30,000 channel continues in confidence, and the worst of the longer-term retracement is already over. Bitcoin briefly fell below 38,000 on Tuesday as signs of a retracement from the range highs continue to flow in. Caution before BTC price swings lower. Data from Cointelegraph, Market Pro, and TradingView showed BTC USD tapping 37,960 on Bitstamp before rebounding, still trading 3.7% lower on the day. The pair had come off the local highs about 42,000 on the weekend amid concerns over regulatory moves from the United States this week. We talked about the regulatory concerns in the video yesterday. I'll put a link in, or you can look at the videos there. As Cointelegraph reported, analysts were already hoping that a correction would take Bitcoin several $1,000s in order to create a higher low. We talked about that as well last week a little bit, where I thought it might go down to 36,000. So we're getting close to that. From which you can continue to its upside. The target zone flying around 36,000, which is what I spoke with you guys about, was now the key to hold in order to prevent what trader Pentoshi called worst case scenario. Deviations wrecking those people who don't plan for them. He warned Twitter followers alongside a chart showing key price levels. I'll bid on range high reclaim or in the gray box for a HL higher low. If we fall below the mid-range and start closing below, then you need to plan for some worst case scenarios. These are my only two triggers for a long at the moment. So you can see the chart here. So these are his higher low ranges, and then which is around 36,000, which is what we talked about last week as well. So it'll be interesting in the next couple days to see where Bitcoin goes to. Exchange levels differed only slightly from the hypothesis on Tuesday, with major support lingering at about 35,000 on Binance. Resistance was in place of 41,000 with a range high of 42 now of major interest among sellers. So we haven't seen that where Bitcoin goes to 41, 42 and you're seeing a drop off. We've seen that a couple of times, I think, happen. If we look at Bitcoin here, yeah, see, we reached almost 41,000 here. We had a sell off a little bit. We had a spike and then we went back down. And we've seen this a couple of times where we're right at 41,000. We sold off here as well back in, the 14th of June. All right, next story. Wells Fargo now offers Bitcoin and crypto exposure to wealthy clients. High net worth Wells Fargo clients can now get Bitcoin and crypto exposure. A company spokesman informed Business Insider, making Wells Fargo the latest in a long line of traditional conservative financial institutions to venture into Bitcoin. We've seen this all along. We've been saying it. We've seen it other places talking about it as well. That as the market capitalization grows for Bitcoin, other institutional buyers are going to be getting in on board as well, seeing it as a possible alternative to diversify your portfolios, right? So we're seeing that happening with Wells Fargo now. According to the research division's president, Daryl Cronk, the firm has been searching for a professional managed solution for months. Business Insider reports at the same time Wells Fargo has been publicly wary of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies due to their regulatory vagueness. So we obviously have the infrastructure bill coming in, which hasn't passed the Senate or the Congress, I can't remember which one. But if it does, we'll obviously talk about it here. Let me see here. Wells Fargo Bitcoin venture comes just days after traditional banking giant JP Morgan CEO said the clients see Bitcoin as an asset class and want to invest. And before then, excuse me, in March, Morgan Stanley announced they too would offer clients solutions for owning Bitcoin. So the chips are starting to fall in the institutional banking space where they are getting on board with Bitcoin. Other quick news I thought was kind of interesting. I was bringing a bunch of stories in the last couple of days. My throat is getting dry. Sorry, guys. Reading a bunch of stories where like Marathon, Hive, and some other companies were buying up large chunks of miners, spending a lot of money too. So we got Marathon buys 30,000 more Bitcoin miners. Bit Mining buys 2,500 more Bitcoin mining farms or mining rigs. A U.S. Bitcoin miner Gryphon buys 7,200. Hive buys 3,019, and this is just the latest amount of purchase that they got. They purchased, I think, 10,000 earlier in the year, and then another 4. They've been buying like crazy. Greenwich partners with Foundry to acquire 8,300 Bitcoin mining rigs, and it's just been happening like crazy recently. So a couple of things make me think about why that's happening. I think they are seeing. Usually, you want to buy Bitcoin miners when the market is low and the price for miners is low as well. So with those guys buying so much, I wonder if they think that we won't have another crypto winter like we had in the past, where it was, Bitcoin price went way up, and then after the halving, and then fell, and we were in a position where it was just going down and for a couple of years. So it's interesting to see that they're buying right now. I thought they would hold off until what happens after this year. But seeing that they're buying a lot, I think gives me a little bit more confidence that we may not have such a huge crypto winter coming up. So that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think as far as where the price is going in Bitcoin. What do you think about the miners buying up all the miners right now? And I mean, it's just a race between them all to see who can stack as many miners in their warehouses as they can. If that's going to be good for the price going forward, and if we're going to see a crypto winter or not. So that's all I got for you guys. Have a great day. See you guys tomorrow.